Hey, I'm running a quick estimate for Denise Joseph for 4036 Panola Road. I'm going to start with exterior out here. We've got a chain link fence on the front of the house. It's in pretty good condition. We might be able to just tighten up that corner. And if we look over here to the left, there's a little bit of work to do. It might have had a gate at one time, but I would just suggest just cleaning some of this up. As we walk down the driveway, we definitely have some landscaping we can improve upon. We've got some hedges here that are in good shape and look like they're okay, they've been pruned. But if we go into the middle of the yard, we have a former bed that's in bad shape. We could clean this bed up, would be my suggestion. And we have tons of just shrub, I don't know what you call that, it's just wild shrubs, that all this could be cleared out. There's no significance to any of these bushes. They're droppings from the trees, they're little holly bushes, they're just wild bushes, so I clear all that out. We've got some azaleas and some other holly bushes over here. We could probably keep some of these and bed up around this tree stump, but and clean up the yard. On the side of the yard over here, again, just clean up, pick up all the limbs, pull some of the ivy off the house, anything that's hurting the house over here on the side of the house is what I would do. We'll walk around to the back in a second. You can see from this side there's a little wooden side fence over here. I would tear that down. Whether or not you want to replace it with a chain link fence to have a completely enclosed backyard, that would be an optional item. But that fence is completely rotted. There's no value in it, so I'd tear that down and junk it. I'm gonna spin around again here just to keep this video shorter. We've got an old carport that's in bad shape. The joists are all bowed. The roof is in bad shape. It just needs to come down. My understanding, Denise, is that you're in agreement on that, so we tear that down. We might be able to utilize some of these timbers to do some bedding. That's something that's an option too. We could make some borders out of the 4x4s since they are pressure treated and painted. One thing we might want to do is right here on this front porch, we might want to come out about 3 or 4 feet all the way out to this lamppost and make a bed and put in some shrubs in this area right here, because there is, if you see, right down from the lamppost down at the end of the carport, there's a water faucet that comes out just right in the middle of the yard, so it's a little bit in the way of things. So one way to do that might be to just square this off with some 4x4s, put a couple of shrubs in here and pine straw it out. Same with the around the house, we'll pine straw those bushes all out as well too. One thing we might want to do is we might want to put in a wood railing here on this front porch. The reason being, as we get down to this side, we're definitely over 18 inches, possibly over 2 feet right here. And Georgia code is you need to have a railing when it's this high up. So that would be one thing we need to do. And you can see there was a former railing, probably an wrought iron railing right here. We could probably do something nice wood railing and paint it white to match the shutters. Speaking of the exterior, I'd recommend possibly removing the storm door. I wouldn't replace it. There's no reason to replace the door. I would also paint the front door. I think the paint on the rest of the exterior is fine. It's mostly a brick house, but I think we could get away with these shutters. They're white. They just need to be cleaned. Maybe a little bit of pressure washing here on the outside. We definitely will need to clean out the gutters. I've peeked over the top. They're all full with all the trees, pine trees you have up here. We're going to have to clean out these gutters. Let's work our way around the back on the landscaping. One thing we might want to do when we take this carport out over here, we've got a very rocky ground here. We could probably pull up some of that rock. The question is, do we want to throw any grass seed down, or what do we want to do there? So that's a question mark. We do have some grass growing around the side of the house. It looks really good. It looks like it's maybe some zoysia, so maybe we throw some zoysia seed down. All right, let's come around the side of the house. Might have to keep the animals out of this crawl space, which does connect to the basement. We probably, again, we need to put in some mesh in there. Here is the gas meter. I see a disconnect of some kind right there that's not connected. I'll have to check with our contractor on if that's an issue. I saw some stuff on the inside as well too. there might be an opportunity here to go all electric on this house if we're going to end up replacing the furnace at all. But that's, again, that's another conversation. Here again, I'm not sure what if this is connected to the gas line at all, but we'll have Donald contractor take a look at it right there. See that end on that? Okay, we come around the back again. This fencing right here, it's just a question of if we want to enclose fence, we could repair this. If not, it's probably best just to cut it all off and take it all out. And we do have an enclosed back fence that seems to be in good shape back here. All right, coming back around, I'll stick to landscaping for a second. The backyard is in pretty good shape. You do have another old light here. I don't know if that's electric. It looks like it might be gas infused. We'll have to take a look at that. We might just want to cut these off and get rid of them. Back here we'll just clean up. There's not a lot to do back here. We might want to just do a little raking, get all these pine cones up, make this a livable backyard. Another post right here we might want to take down. Prune back this tree. It's a little wild back here. You got some bamboo in the back as well here too, but again, overall it's pretty good. You've got a little planter right here. If we get rid of this plant, we might be able to put something in there. I don't know if it's even worth it or not. Here's that wood fence again on the back side. I would take down that wood fence. It's just all the fence posts are rotted out. I'm going to take a step back. Denise, I know you're familiar with this, but at one time they added on this sunroom. The construction is pretty shoddy. The foundation is a combination of an old brick patio and a concrete slab. So one thing we could do is obviously get it back into livable repair. Almost all the windows have some kind of break in them. You have to replace all these windows. You could potentially screen it, I guess, but the inside does have electrical in it. Take a quick look. The only access to it is from the outside. You come from this door over to this door, and you don't even have steps. It's just a concrete block to step on. The flooring is all, you have stick-on tile, and all that flooring is just destroyed. So underneath that, you can see that we have a concrete block. So there would be some cost, but my recommendation here might be just to tear down this whole structure right here and put a railing over on this side where you have the 2-foot drop off, and just enclose and just have this as an open patio area facing the backyard. It'll also bring more light down into the basement if we're going to make that into a bedroom down here. So again, I think we've got some ledger boards up here. And again, you can see this board is just sitting on this 2x4. This construction is very shoddy at best. I would recommend just tearing this all out. There definitely will be some cost to tearing this out. And again, I think we're already going to have a roll-off container on site. So again, we would just get rid of all that. We'll have to figure out how the electricity is coming out here and bring that back in the house. Here's your condenser. I mean, we're going to assume, we'll do a full mechanical inspection, but I'm going to assume that this condenser is in good shape. I saw the copper lines running into the house, so they are here. I was looking for a sticker that had the age on it, but I have not seen one. The furnace is 20 years old. Let me come down here real quick. Model, serial number. Yeah, it's all faded. I can't see. This could be as old as the furnace. Could be 1993 is when the furnace was installed. The compressor looks a little newer, but maybe not. So, again, this might be an opportunity to go all electric. Again, we'll talk to the contractor on that. Let's go around to the front. Let's go back inside the house now. I'm going to hurry because this video is going to get long. So we have that front door, but we also have access over here. We'll start over here and the carport turned into a livable space. We have this little outside area. Again, we'll have to do something with the flooring, maybe vinyl for this, and they had set up just a small outdoor kind of mud room to hang your clothes as you come in. We could probably clean that up and leave it like it is. Now you have a secondary door that we need to install new locks on all the doors. So that'd be 3 sets of locks, 2 on the upstairs and 1 on the downstairs basement. This is your former garage turned into an enclosed space.